The world's first shrinking carbon budget should be used to improve a lot of the poorest. According to research from 1990 to 2015, the richest 1% of the world population cost twice more than the poorest half. That means 1% from here causes carbon emissions as 100 fellows of here. That's a huge ratio. In 25 years, CO2 emissions has increased by 60% on average, where the CO2 emissions of the richest 1% has increased 3 times greater than the poorest half. The report, compiled by Oxfam and Stockholm Environment Institute, warned that rampant overconsumption and the rich world's addiction to high carbon transport are exhausting the world's carbon budget. The richest 10% of the global population were responsible for about 52% of global emissions over the 25-year period, the study showed. Globally, the richest 10% are those with incomes above about $35,000 a year. And the richest 1% are people earning more than about $100,000 a year. Now, you can calculate where you belong to. Carbon dioxide emissions accumulate in the atmosphere, causing heating and temperature rises of more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels would cause widespread harm to natural system. That accumulation gives the world a finite carbon budget of how much carbon dioxide is safe to produce, which scientists warn will be exhausted within a decade at current rates. If things go like that, then in the next decade, CO2 emissions of just the world's richest 10% would be enough to raise global temperature by 1.5 degrees Celsius. And the rest of the world cannot prevent this by lessening their CO2 emissions to 0%. Allowing the rich world to emit vastly more than those in poverty is certainly unfair. Instead, emissions should be caused just to live a decent life no matter how rich or poor they are, until the fossil fuels get totally replaced by renewable energies. Transport as one of the key drivers of growth in emission, with people in rich countries showing an increasing tendency to drive high-emitting cars and take more flights which are not so necessary or have a better alternative. We should love electric cars more than petrol or diesel ones. And it will be nice if personal cars can be replaced with public transport in case of long distance journeys and bicycles in the short ones. And the people who take long flights every month with no such big reason should try to reduce this for their own future's sake.